Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. In this episode, we are going to explore three essential Visual Basic UI controls: the checkbox, the radio button, and the group box. Visual Basic offers a wide variety of useful components, and the checkbox is definitely one of them. It allows users to toggle specific application settings directly from the interface. As an example, let's add three checkboxes to our form. The first one will change the program's background color, the second will resize the form's window, and the third will modify the text color. By default, when you launch the application, these checkboxes will be unchecked. You can change this behavior in the Properties panel to make them checked by default. However, keep in mind that if you do this, you will need to write code to check their state and execute the corresponding actions right at startup. I will quickly write the code for all three checkboxes. There is nothing complicated here. We are just tweaking a few form parameters. But it's crucial to remember that for checkboxes to work correctly, you must constantly verify their state. For instance, if checkbox 3 is checked, we change the text color. Otherwise, if we uncheck it, the text color should revert to black. Let's run the program and see what happens. When I check the first combo box, the form background changes to gray. When I select the second one, the form shrinks. And unchecking it makes it larger again. Finally, checking the third combo box changes the form text color to white. Everything works as expected. Notice, now checkboxes operate independently of one another. We can select multiple options simultaneously, and each will perform its unique function. This makes them perfect when you want to allow users to select multiple options at once. But what if you need the user to choose only one option from a specific list? That's where the radio buttons comes in. Let's add a few radio buttons to the form. Unlike checkboxes, radio buttons are mutually exclusive, meaning only one button in the group can be selected at a time. Let's test it out. Suppose these radio buttons are designed to change our text color. I will quickly write the code for this setup. Let's see it in action. As I click through the different radio buttons, the text color changes. The previously selected button automatically deactivates, and the code for the newly selected one is applied instantly. But what happens if I want to add more radio buttons to this window to control a completely different feature? Let's try that. I have added two more radio buttons intended for a completely separate function unrelated to text color. If I run the program now and try to select these new buttons, they clear the selection from our color buttons. The text color remains the same only because we haven't written the code to revert changes when a button is deselected. But functionally they are interfering with each other. To separate these radio buttons and untie them from each other, we can use a group box. Thanks to the group box, we can place multiple sets of radio buttons on a single form, and each group will function completely independently of the others. Additionally, controls placed inside a group box can share certain properties. They will inherit these settings directly from the group box itself. As you can see, while the main form text changes, The label text on the group box itself remains black. Let's fix that in the next episode. For now, thank you so much for watching this video to the end, and as a little reward, here's what an AI thinks a rat worm will look like. See you in the next episode.